Hey guys, what's up? Aloha. We are live here in Waikiki. We figured we'd do a quick video to show you what things are like and to update the video that we've done in the past. So we are here. Let me flip this phone around. There we go. And there's Arena. So we're standing here on the walkway and give you guys just a little 360 before explaining kind of what's been going on here in Oahu. I know I've seen a lot of people asking, when are things going to open? When is things going to get back to normal? When can we book flights back to Hawaii and stuff like that? And right now, as it is, what was the death count?
11 on Oahu.
So 11 deaths in Oahu at the moment, as of this date, the 27th. And the infections? 396. So that's where we're at with the numbers. Yeah, that's just for this island. So as you can see right now, the law kind of remains the same. You see people in the water. You don't see too many people out on the sand laying out because that's the rules. You can go into the water and that's fine, but you just can't lay out on the beach. And as you can see, there are a few parents standing around watching their kids, and kids are here jumping into the water as they normally do here, the locals. So as you can see, there's really no one on the sand, and if they are on the sand, there's two people over there, and they're laying out. But normally you'll see the cops. There's actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually a cop car there. Cop cars are kind of lined around the beaches, and they'll make announcements every once in a while telling everyone that they're not allowed to sunbathe, you're not allowed to sit out on the sand and lay out in the sun, but you are allowed to go into the water. And they issue warnings, and then eventually if they see you just kind of still staying around, they'll then come on the beach and issue fines. I think I actually disconnected just now. Hope I didn't. It said reconnect. But yeah, as I was saying, there's the police. The Honolulu police is always patrolling this area, keeping things safe, making sure people abide by the rules. We did notice this area, actually, the entrance. I just received a call. I hope that didn't disrupt anything. This is the first time I'm going live on my phone, so forgive me if things kind of go out and come back in. So this area actually was closed. The last time, if you guys saw the video I shot when this area was basically really empty, there was actually a barrier there. They put a sand barrier there, so you weren't allowed to walk on here. This is the first time we're coming out and we see that it is open. They removed the chains and the barriers, so now you're able to walk here, which in turn kind of just leaves you here, and you see people kind of jumping off here and they're surfing and stuff. I don't know if you could see in the distance, there are a lot of surfers out there, which is kind of a normal thing, because again, you are allowed to be in the water. I know a lot of people on the videos I've posted before, they said, oh, how come so many people are in the water and so many people on the beach? Well, again, that's because it's not, the rules are, you can't lay out on the sand, but you can actually go in the water. And when you come out the water, technically, then you should leave the beach. You're not allowed to hang out on the beach. I hope you guys can hear me well. I do have a mask on, and it is kind of windy, so I hope that my volume is not really messed up here. So here you have people on boards. Let me see. Touching a little bit on the video that we are coming out with, the new series, Ultimate Beach Tour, Oahu, Hawaii. Like I said, it's going to be, we're reviewing over 20 beaches all around the entire island. Here on the south side, then we're going to the east side, then we're going to North Shore and the west side. And we're going to be covering a whole lot of beaches in depth. You're going to know whether or not they have lifeguard on the beach, whether it's great for kids, whether they have any activities, the type of sand, the type of water you'll find. Is there waves? Is the beach swimmable? Are there restaurants to eat? Are there changing areas, bathrooms, showers? We're going through each beach with 10 different criteria. So you'll really get a good gauge on which beach will probably be best for you when you do visit Oahu. And that was the point for the in-depth video on all these beaches, and we hope you enjoy it. I was hoping to have put it out already, but it's a lot. And we're still kind of working out little kinks here and there to make sure we get everything right And we are going to premiere it live. So for those of you who might not know, when we do premiere it, you're going to get a notification that lets you know that the video is going to go live in about a half an hour. And then you'll get another notification if you are subscribed and you have the bell notification turned on. You'll get another notification that says the video is going live in 2 minutes. And when it does, we will be in the room, in a chat room. You'll be able to chat with us. We'll be there live communicating with you. So if you guys have any questions on anything you're seeing in the video, we'll be able to go through it, you know, the video with you and let you know some additional information if you guys. I keep saying, let me make sure. Reconnecting. Can you guys hear me? Just give me kind of like a thumbs up or a yeah, because it said disconnected and I didn't realize when it disconnected and if you guys heard what I said. But anywho, a lot of the people out here are locals. From what I read yesterday, I heard there was an update that says if you are coming here to Oahu, they're at the airport, they are going to check for confirmation of residency. So if you are staying at someone's home, you need to have a physical phone number that you can call them and they have to confirm that that's where you're going to be staying. And after that, if that gets confirmed, if it doesn't get confirmed, they won't even let you leave the airport. They will turn you back. If that does get confirmed, then you move on to the next stage, which is they're going to check your temperature. And I believe you will still have a 14-day quarantine after you get released from the airport if all checks out well. So that's the last thing that we've heard as far as coming here to Oahu, because I know a lot of you guys have questions. You're dying to get here, and I don't blame you. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the lifeguards are making an announcement. And that's another thing, actually. Lifeguards just, I think if it's not today, maybe a couple of days ago, they started being on the beach, because normally there have been no lifeguards on the beach because no one technically has been in the water. But now, because of the fact that you can actually go into the water, they are opening some of the lifeguard stations. Not all. We've passed about 2 or 3, and so far this is the only one over here that's been opened. So there are lifeguard on duty now. That one is open, but this one is not. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can put my big thumb. Yeah, that one is not open. There's no lifeguard there. And the one further down. So again, it's not all lifeguards that they're available. Look how clean this water is and clear. You know, a lot of people saying that, you know, the island needs to breathe. This is actually a good thing. You know, with the influx of tourists that always comes here, that now that there's no tourists, the island does get to breathe and, you know, kind of rejuvenate. People are also saying Hanauma Bay is actually improving also with the corals. I'm gonna see if I can go out there within the next couple of days and do a drone shot of Hanauma Bay and kind of see what that's looking like, because obviously it's still not open. So I'd like to see how clear the water is and how many fishes there are in there. It should be nice. The weather here has been fantastic. It's been great. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to kind of make this video. Hey, NYC Rocks, no, there's no tourists at this point. It's just kind of locals hanging out, you know, just enjoying the water, snorkeling, as you can see. So awesome. I haven't gone out swimming as of yet since we got back off the cruise. Irina has gone out once, but we're gonna start doing that soon. And there's Diamond Head in the background. Yeah, the kids kind of just slide off the sand right into the water. And I noticed tide has been really low lately. I don't know why that is, but the water is definitely much clearer that we noticed, and you can actually see some fishes in there. So what we're going to do is, you want to walk through? We're going to walk along Kalakaua Avenue, and you'll see kind of what it looks like and how many people are actually out and about. I didn't want this video to be too long, but I know a lot of you guys kind of really want to see what it's like here in the moment, because you're trying to decide when can you get back here as soon as possible. I know the turquoise color is just crazy. It's funny because in one of the videos I was flying the drone and someone commented and said, that's not the color of the water here in Hawaii. And yeah, it really is. Once that sun hits that water, that turquoise emerald color and that deep blue just comes to life. So there is distance between people, as you can see. So even when they are in the water, there's a distance between everyone.
Are we going through the beach or through the
We'll just go along
sand?
outside, on the outside, in the street. So we're gonna walk alongside Kalakaua Avenue, which is the main avenue right off the beach, and you'll see a lot of the Honolulu police kind of just patrolling the area. It seems so much easier to go live off the phone than it is on the laptop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And some people are actually asking about the homeless here and where have they gone, because there's always a lot of homeless here in Oahu as well, and you'll see a few of them there on the left. But yeah, we wondered that too, because a lot of times the streets are really empty. And right now it's, I want to say it's just about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. So technically this will all be hustling and bustling with tourists and just packed. As you can see, a lot of the stores are boarded up. ABC stores, which is a regular store here. You can find those everywhere here. Starbucks, Subways, they're all boarded up. As you go down further to more of the high-end stores, those are not boarded up, but there's nothing in the windows. In the show windows, they basically have taken out all the handbags, watches, whatever it is that they're selling. The windows are empty.
Oh, did you tell about the border control?
Yes, I did. I mentioned that.
Say this area is just filled with
Yeah, in this
homeless.
area here, there's a lot of homeless people that stay in these little shaded areas here. Normally the tourists don't stay here. It's usually just the homeless. There's tables there, and they're kind of there playing games and just socializing with each other. Now it's all been roped off. And as I said, there's a lifeguard there. He's actually on duty. I don't know for how long. Normally till 6 o'clock is the time they stay out. But I don't know if that's the case now. There's some more stores boarded up. If you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know and we'll do our best to answer them. I'm going to be walking down a way so you can see what it looks like. You know, a lot of you who've been to Hawaii before and know what this area would normally look like at this time. It's so surreal to actually see it this way. There's another lifeguard. Yes, definitely. It is just slammed here. This is the most crowded area you could probably find on the island. All these places, these are all hotels.
All of the islands.
Yeah, in all of the islands, really. So all these hotels, these are all oceanside hotels here. And there's some also along there. This would just be slammed
I read statistics
with people.
that I don't know if people can.
Say.
Hey guys, can you hear me? I don't know. I'm wearing a mask and I have tiny voice, and Devon always makes fun of me saying that I'm talking like me 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 me. Anyway, I read statistics that 30,000 tourists visit Hawaii normally daily, specifically Honolulu airport. And right now there is about 100 tourists a day that coming in. It's crazy.
Yes.
From 30,000 to
So
100.
yeah, that's been dropped significantly. Another lifeguard area that's open. So these walls have been put there to break the waves from coming in. So this little area here is normally really, we can go in here and check it out. Yeah, so that's what the reason that you see these walls here.
It's great for kids.
Yeah, so for kids, right, you have floaties, you notice. If you want to try to learn paddleboarding for the first time, this is also perfect for it, because as you go out there, the waves get a little bit bigger. But in this area here, it's just nice, calm water, shallow, because these walls actually break the waves. Okay, we'll continue going. Maybe we cut into the back of the hotel so they could see the back of the hotels. Thank you so much, Will. We definitely will stay safe. We'll try as much as we can. So again, another shaded area with benches. Normally this would be packed with the homeless. They kind of just sit here, and this is where they get their shade. These are all hotels that are here. And at the moment, none of the hotels are vacant. I did see out of one hotel, I saw flight attendants coming out of it. So I don't know if maybe the airlines has worked out. Yeah, the airlines had worked out a deal with hotels. There's a chicken. Yes, there are chicken and roosters here on Oahu. Actually, on pretty much all the Hawaiian Islands. Yeah, we have chicken. We have yet to see a rooster though. How many are sick in Hawaii? The infection is,
Total?
yeah.
I don't know. I think total is just a little over 600 on all the islands together. But in Oahu specifically, 369, I believe, to this day.
Right. As far as we know, I think, what is the hotel away at the end that has the lagoon?
Hilton
Yeah, the Hilton Hawaiian Village, I think, was one of the last hotels to close here on the island. I spoke to a security guard who used to work there, and he was actually at somewhere else, and he was telling me that they laid off 3,100 people. And we were able to go around the facility just about a week ago, and I went back there more than a week, about 2 weeks ago. And I went back there, and now it's all roped off, so now they're officially closed. And yeah, no one's there. A few ABC stores are open. I don't know what really determines that, but some of them are closed and some of them are open. The bigger ones are open.
You guys don't know this
Yes,
is
this
one
is-
tree.
Yeah, this is just one tree. It's called a
That's
banyan
just
tree.
wait for people to pass.
It's a massive
There are
tree.
lots of birds.
Yeah, in the evening time, around 6, 7 o'clock, it just gets swamped with birds.
I think they are now. It's just they're quiet.
They're quiet, yeah.
In the evening time, they begin chirping like
Crazy, yeah. So there is the Hyatt Regency. That's closed as well. It's another massive hotel. And as you could see, like some people were saying in the video that I shot, I don't know if you guys saw it, Waikiki like never been seen. So this is the major avenue. As you could see, I could pretty much walk in the center of the street.
Don't walk, there's
I know
dogs.
there's no cars coming. I know some people were like, that's not the way it is. It's not that quiet there. There are people walking around. Well, there you have it. I mean, I'm just showing you the boulevard now, and there's nobody there. Just one or two people. So some people were like, oh, you know, it looks kind of fake. I waited for there to be no one on the street so I can shoot it, and that's not the way it is. Like a lot of these places are really.
Here's a popular spot to get surfboard lessons.
Right, so here you can do surfboard
They're
lessons.
very expensive. It's like $100 for a group lesson per person.
Yeah. So these sandbags were recently put here. Again, Waikiki is a man-made beach. It's not natural. Before we left Hawaii in February, in early February, I think these sandbags were placed here at some point in January. I don't quite remember the date, but I was actually here. We were here when they were actually putting it down, and it's really cool. Again, I think it's to break the waves or what have you. The reason you see so many police cars here is because this little hut on the left hand side, see if I can point to it, right here, that's actually the Honolulu police station. That's why there's 5 police cars there. Again, this is 2 hotels. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna walk alongside the beach. I'm gonna show you the hotels that are just basically closed and locked up. Again, you really don't see anyone laying out on the beach because that is the rules at this time. You're not allowed to lay out. If they see you, they will say something or possibly issue you a fine. Of course, that will never stop everyone from doing it. You are probably going to see a few people as we walk along, but for the most part, technically, you're not supposed to. We're just walking. As long as you keep it moving, you know, they really don't say much. The water at this point is so warm, and it's getting warmer because we're approaching summertime. So these are all the major hotels that we're about to walk by, and we'll show you that they're all boarded up and closed. Not sure when they're going to reopen. I did hear the 15th of next month, but I don't think that's concrete reliable to change. It can change at any moment. It all depends. I see that you guys are commenting, and because I'm in the sun and I really can't see the phone, it's like really hard for me to see. If you're asking a question, I apologize for that if I'm not answering it, but once I stop the live video, I will go back in and I'll respond to all you guys. So again, this is another lifeguard station that's open. So it seems like they're opening them up. And if they are, that means they are expecting people to start coming out on the beach. Otherwise, they wouldn't even be open. Let me ask them when they started. On there. I was going to ask the lifeguard when they started opening up the lighthouse, but I don't see them. So this happened. This is where a lot of surfboards are kept, and I see that the building is scorched. I didn't even know that there was a fire here until I actually came out and I started shooting, and I realized that this was all scorched. This used to be a rack where a whole bunch of surfboards would be, and as you can see, the side of the building is scorched. So there was a fire here, and I think this might have happened while we were on the cruise. So if anyone knows what happened there, you can kind of leave it in the comment, because I was totally unaware of it until I came out when we got back here and I started shooting. Again, just in case you guys are leaving comments, I really can't see the screen to respond to you verbally, but we will respond once we stop the live video. I'm gonna take my mask off now so I can talk a little better. But the water temperature is just amazing. We're approaching Duke's. For people who are familiar with Hawaii, know that Duke's is one of the famous places to have your Mai Tai, have drinks, entertainment, great food. Again, this would normally be slammed with people. This is yeah, Moana Surfender Hotel. This hotel is really exquisite. It's really beautiful. For weddings, there's always brides outside here, and they always do. I've seen they cater to weddings a lot. A lot of Japanese weddings are here, and this is the back part of it, of course. And as you can see, everything is closed. Everything is closed off. I know a lot of people can't believe that a lot of these hotels are closed, but yes, they are closed. There are no one in them. give you a view of where we came from. And that's Diamond Head in the backdrop, the mountain peeking out there. It's a crater. You can go to the very top, the very tip. There's a hike that'll take you about half an hour, 40 minutes to get up top. And then you have this beautiful view of Waikiki all the way. What's that? Yeah. So I'm gonna ask the lifeguard and see when. Aloha. When did the lifeguards start coming on duty?
We've been on duty. We were just mobile patrols, and now we're back in the tower.
Oh, not from now moving forward,
To my knowledge.
right? And you still can't really lay out. You should technically just be in the water.
Yep. The best thing is to check with the government websites on whatever warnings and things they put out.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. So there you have it. They just recently started putting them on duty. So as you can see, people are still laying out. But no one's really close. And here is Duke's. And right above Duke's is on the bottom, where you see all the little tiki huts. This would be, again, slammed. The top portion, where you see the awning, that's the hula grill. That's one of our favorites. We go there for breakfast all the time. The food there is phenomenal. But yeah, normally this little courtyard here, they would have bands playing Hawaiian music on the interior. Sometimes they'll have local singers, the singers that'll come and sing and play music for the people dining. Yeah, you see no one's out on the balconies and stuff. Normally you would see people. It's crazy. So I decided to do this video just again as a little update for the last video I shot, where you basically saw practically no one out. These are all the places that I covered. These are all the places that I've shot in that video. This area here is one of our favorite areas to come out and swim, because if you look out here, you can basically go all the way out and you'll be up to your waist in water. It's so shallow all the way out. Now let's see, this guy's going out here. He's already up to his waist. He just got in the water. I want to see if I see someone all the way out there. Yeah, there's a woman all the way out there that just got on her board. She was standing up and she was just up to her chest. So this area is really great for that. Like, you can go all the way out and it's all sand at the bottom, very little rocks. That's another thing we're going to be going over in our ultimate beach tour in Oahu. We'll let you know what are the best places to swim as far as rocks, whether you need water shoes and stuff. But for the most part here, it's all sandy going all the way out. And here's the back of the hotels. All closed. Fishing off the beach. Paddle boarders. People in their floaties. Over there, people surfing, swimming. As far as I know, I don't think we're gonna be able to go any further, because I think it's boarded up here. Normally you can go all the way out and go all the way to Fort de Rossi, but I think one of these hotels, they actually boarded up their walkway. They don't want anyone passing through, because to go through the walkway, you'd be going through their property. And because they're closed, they don't want you to do that. So I think we're probably gonna have to cut in soon. But I'll go as far as I can and show you guys. Again, I'm gonna turn back so you can see there's literally no one on the sand, just a couple people just sitting down. But for the most part, everyone is in the water. There's some surfers catching some waves. It's in another major hotel here. So it looked like they opened it up. Let's see. Irichka. So here's the Sheraton. Sheraton Hotel. You see all the chairs are all up. Normally this pool would be packed. Servers would be bustling around, serving the tourists, laying out in the sun. And to not see that is just so surreal. So normally I can go all the way to the other end, but it seems that they haven't opened this up here. I'm just gonna walk right up to the coastline. I wanted to see if I could show you guys some turtles, because normally the turtles are out. But I would have to go around to the other side, cut through the streets and then come around. So as you can see here, it's all boarded up. And here is private property, no trespassing. That's because you would technically, at this point, have to go through their hotel and around to get to the other side of this walkway. Normally this would be open and you can just go around. And this is the rum fire here. This is a bar lounge. So yeah, this is as far as I can go. But normally, if I wanted to continue, I'd have to go into the streets, come around to the other end of this walkway, and then continue going out to the side to that jetty you see going out there, that wall, that stone wall. And normally the turtles are out there. I'm not sure if any are there now. Anyway, I didn't really expect to make this video as long as what it is, but I know, again, a lot of people have been asking questions and they want to see what it looks like. It still is beautiful, but just surreal that there's no one here as compared to what would be here at this time. So I'm gonna close this video out at this point. And again, hopefully by Wednesday, we'll be premiering our ultimate beach tour Oahu, and we'll go in depth and give you all the information you need to know about all the major beaches here and some hidden ones also on the island of Oahu. So until then, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining us on this stroll.